Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL, a podcast that reviews movies, TV shows, comic books, all from the BL genre, not just comic books as well. I do novels as well. A novel will be coming up soon, but right now I'm actually going to be reviewing a very popular show. It's from Thailand. It aired on GMMTV. It is called SOTUS. I'm actually going to be reviewing season 1 and season 2, so SOTUS and SOTUS S. Now, I have been rewatching SOTUS and SOTUS S because I wanted to be able to talk about the things that I love, maybe the things that I didn't love as much, and really just zone in on what made this particular TV show so amazing. Now, it is based on novels that are written by Bittersweet, is the pen name. Last time I checked, they weren't really available in English. There are a lot of people who do translations of the original novel and post them online, but those are usually quickly deleted as well. And also, you have a lot of people who will transcribe basically the TV show itself, but I've heard from YouTubers who live in Thailand or speak Thai and have been able to read the Thai novel and also watch the show that said that the show and the novel does different things in different parts. There are some scenes that they added just for the show, so you have to be very careful with that as well. Now, the two main leads are Kong and Artit. Kong is played by Singto and Artit is played by Chris. I am sorry if I messed up Artit's name. I know that it's sun in Thai. I mean, I hope that counts for something. There are a lot of other amazing actors in this show. If you are actually someone who is a fan of Off, Off and Gun, they do a lot of things together. Well, Off is actually in this show as well. He actually plays one of Artit's best friends. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I bring up the list of all the actors, because I had them up. Here we go. So Artit is played by Chris. Like I said, Kongpo is played by Singto. I actually love the pairing with these two. They have really great chemistry. And even the little web show that they did on GMMTV, Chris and Singto do whatever different things they did. I liked that as well because you got to see a little bit of how they are as friends as well. So like I said, Off plays Bright, which is one of Artit's best friends. He has a group of friends that he really hangs with, and he's a senior and a hazer. This is all in the engineering department. This show is really what made like the engineering BL storylines blow up for TV, because before that you had high school, you had like dramas that centered around like just workplace and stuff like that, and you had a lot of high school ones, and you had mostly like BL characters be in the background. This isn't the first one to have a gay couple as the main couple, but the engineering storyline really blew up with them. And even though it can be seen as a common trope in a lot of Thai BL dramas, most people go back to SOTUS when they see that storyline. Another person who is in this show is New. Now, if you've seen Kiss the series, Kiss Me Again, Dark Blue Kiss, or Waterboy, he is in all 4 of these. I like New. I really do like New, especially in SOTUS. I really enjoy him in SOTUS, and I feel like I see his acting shine better. You know what? No, actually, I liked him in Dark Blue Kiss, which is probably very controversial to say, but I really liked him in SOTUS as well. He did a really good job. He actually plays Kong's best friend from high school, M. I'm trying to think who else is important to mention. I guess Fluke. If you've seen My Bromance, Fluke, I'm just going to stop there. I don't need to say anything else. But Fluke plays Wad. I'm sorry. I'm laughing as I think about Fluke. Another character I really love is played by an actor named Korn, and his character's name is Tew. And two other characters you'll hear me mention. One is played by Neen, and that's May. She is a girl who has a crush on Kong in the first season, and M has a crush on her. I'm not spoiling anything there, really. Just that exists. And there's another character. Her name is Jan. The actress's name is Jan. The character she plays is Prey. I love Prey. I'm obsessed with her. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She and Kong, everybody pairs them together because she's so pretty and he's so handsome. And they represented the engineering department in the Freshie Night. If you don't know what Freshie Night is, this is probably your first time hearing about a Thai BL, because that's very common when it comes to college storylines. Because that's something that's very common in colleges and university campuses in Thailand. That's just something they do. So I've listed all my characters. Those aren't all the characters that I love in it, but those are basically the main characters that I'll be touching up on as I review this show. So season 1, like I said, so Artit is a hazer. He's the head hazer for the engineering department. They're basically putting the freshmen through a bunch of different things and that they have to pass, so they'll be accepted as their juniors in the engineering department. It's mostly just ritualistic to, like, you just keep passing down these rituals, and it creates this sense of brotherhood and sisterhood and, you know, family. Kong is a freshman who kind of defies them, but defies them very politely, I would just like to add. One of the things they try to do is like a divide and conquer to break them down, but Kong is ready to stand up for everyone. He is a hero. He is a man amongst men. So that actually creates conflict between Artit and Kong, because Artit now feels like, well, he keeps basically attacking Kong and making him do extra things and kind of just picking him out individually because he's tired of him and this guy just really annoys him. But as it's a BL, so you know where it's going there. They're going to fall in love. I'm not spoiling anything there. It's a BL. You know what you're getting into. But what's awesome about the first season, I would say, I love the whole engineering aspect as far as the hazing ritual, because from what I heard, that's actually basically what's done as hazing rituals in colleges all over Thailand. So it did make me feel like, oh, so I did get a sneak peek into something that is a part of college culture there. So that I did enjoy. What I also loved about it, I actually liked the development of their relationship, because a lot of shows, they rush it. It's like bam, bam, and they do it. And it's not always good because it shows in the storyline. Everything just feels so rushed. But in this one, you actually get to take the time and watch these two people fall in love. And I loved it that way. I love it. I thought it was perfect. Prey, I don't want to give a spoiler away for people who haven't seen it. Cover your ears, because I'm going to say something. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, when Prey came out and said she was a lesbian, I was like, oh my God, please give her a girlfriend. And I'm still so mad that I didn't get a chance to actually see her in a relationship. Like, there should have been more Prey, but that's the second season. We're talking about the first season. Let's go back. So, first season, as far as season 1 is concerned, I thought it was perfect. It was a perfect development of a relationship. We saw how they were really just getting to know each other. I think the only episode I was not as much of a fan of was actually the very last episode, the opening part, because it was focusing on Artit as a first-year college student. I didn't care because Kong Pop wasn't there, so who cares? And that's actually the only reason. I was like, I just want to see more of them. Like, show them fighting. It's awesome. That's really it. Now on to season 2. Oh, wait, no. Something about season 1 I must mention. I have to mention this about season 1. So season 1, I loved all the actors' chemistries. The Artis and his friends, they just look like those boys. Like, I know guys like that from college, from high school, from like that. I know that group of dudes. Like, I know them. So I loved that. The friendship group that Kong forms, like it felt like it was supposed to be like that group of misfits, I guess. Mainly because of Oak. He was like, Emma Prong. Oh my gosh, that girl. I love her. So yeah, it feels like his group was supposed to be the band of misfits. I felt offended because that was my group. I was in the band of misfits. I was in the group with the girls talking about BLs and astrology and which boy to do. Oh my gosh. That was my group. Cons of season 1. Okay, let's just say if you see Wad on the screen, who's played by Fluke, who was in my bromance, and you're going, oh, I can't wait to see more of him. Just enjoy the moments as it comes. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the show. On to season 2. I do like I like that in season 2 they kind of just gave a quick explanation as to Wad's situation. I love that. So things about season 2 that were amazing. I actually love the progression of I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about Wad. I actually love the progression of Kong and Artit's relationship in season 2. At this point, they were together for 3 years. Some people felt like, oh, they didn't feel like it was a great progression, and it's mainly because they wanted to see more affection on screen. And I get that. I get that a lot of people, they do go to BL because they just want to see affection on screen. The reason why I give that a pass that they didn't have more affection, well, I give it a pass for the scenes where they're out in public because it makes sense. Artit doesn't like public display of affection. It's basically clarified from the beginning, like he's not into public displays of affection. But oh god, like I just felt like a lot of the scenes where they were alone, there could have been a tiny bit more of affection. It didn't have to be like full-on makeout scenes. I don't need that. But I in some of the scenes, it didn't feel like, or I see where people might feel like it doesn't feel like a relationship for some of the scenes where they're alone. Not for when they're out in public. For me, that makes perfect sense because they're still in a society that's not 100%, gay rights, go, you do your thing. So I get them not wanting to be in public like that, and RT being very worried about public displays of affection. That makes sense. But at the same time, I'm not hating on it for not incorporating that much affection because in the scenes where they're alone, mainly because of the Kong Fop. Like, oh my gosh. I'm going to talk about the scene when they're at the bookstore getting the books. And he's basically like, yeah, we should get home for a good one. Like, oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, got it. I think they laid the foundation for us to know, like, yeah, when they're alone, they're more affectionate. But Artit's also not the kind of person who does that whole, like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. But we do see him kind of do it in some ways, but it's more of a, I must do this grand gesture. That's something I loved as well. Artit is the, I must make a grand gesture so he knows how much I love him. He just has to do like the grand gesture because Kong is not afraid to just go, I love you, not afraid to just buy him things and do things for him, do this for him, do that for him. So Artit has to do like grand gestures just to match what Kong does every day. And they kind of explain it. If you're going, how was it explained? Well, it was explained in the very first season. Kong is the youngest one in his family. He's about 10 years younger than his sister, his youngest sister. He was an unexpected child, and he's the only boy. So he was definitely babied by 4 different people his entire life. While on the other hand, Artid is an only child. He grew up by himself. So he most likely, from my only child friends, most likely, because he grew up by himself, like a lot of that affectionate stuff, he's not used to it. He never had to do that, and probably never even really saw his parents doing that. While in Kong's case, he definitely had a lot of affection in his life. And Artid also mentions it. I think it was the scene in one of the side stories where he was giving Kong a piggyback ride, where he was saying, wow, your family seems very affectionate. Because it really is amazing to him. Like, wow, his family's so affectionate. He's so affectionate. And you can tell Artid loves that. He loves the affection he's receiving. He loves that kind of love he's receiving from Kong. I find it very romantic the way they do it. Oh my God, they're so cute. I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to talk about some cons for the second season. And the first con is Wad. Because first of all, everything that happened in the first season, I was like, where is Wad? Where is Wad for the second season? What's going to be going on? But like I said, they did explain it. But seriously, dude. Another con of the second season, it was the adults acting like teenagers at the office. Oh God, the gossip. But at the same time, when you're an adult in the working world, you know it's actually the truth. That's straight up how it is in real life though. But oh my God. So another con, a huge con from the second he entered the screen, P-John. Oh my God. I love the actor who plays P-John because he was in Kiss Me Again and Dark Blue Kiss. And he was the only good part for all 3 for me, except for DBK. That's another episode. But P-John, oh my God, P-John. We'll get to that. Another con for me was Prey deserves so much more screen time. I think we got like 2 lines from her the entire season, and that disappointed me so much. She should have gotten so much more screen time. We need a season 3 just because I want to see more of her. And at the end, I mean, she did get a little thing there where we saw her girlfriend, but I was so mad because I would have loved to see that story too. Like, I would have loved if that was one of the side stories. Like, I don't care about MMA anymore. They had their chance in the first season. Give me Prey and whoever Honey is. Like, I don't know her name. Like, they were just so cute together, and they're both like really beautiful. I would have loved to see like a thing, maybe even if we didn't get to see them meet, but just to be like, yo, Prey got a girlfriend? Who is she? Like, I would have loved that. Now, I don't like speeches. It might just be me because I don't like being in front of a crowd and speaking. That's probably why I have a podcast. I'm not in front of a crowd. I'm recording for myself. But maybe that's why that speech that Artid gave at the event where they were sending off the interns. Oh my gosh. I was just for the whole time like, seriously, dude? Seriously? Oh, I just realized something. I'm talking about season 2 of SOTUS, and I just realized I didn't talk about the breakout couples of season 2. So 2 got a relationship. So 2 ended up with this guy, meeting this guy who it was kind of the I don't like the SOTA system, and that's who he got. Like, I loved it. I loved their story of them coming together. It's another one that just felt natural. We didn't it didn't, for me, that one definitely, if there's people who are like, I wanted a kiss, that one did not need a kiss whatsoever. It did not need the overly affection, because it was just this pure, sweet, innocent story of these two guys just growing closer together, and I loved it. And another one was Pyong and Nai. So these are two completely different characters who are in, well, they're different new characters who are in season 2. Nai is played by Naman. Now, him, the actor who plays him, Naman, I don't hate him, but there was a character he played in another show, and I hated that character. So because of that, I hated him. But I know he's not the character, but it's like when you look at his face, you're just like, that's what happened. And then Young is played by Guy. I love Guy. He's actually in Together, the series. He plays what's the name of that guy? PP. That's not his name. But he is in Together, the series. He plays P. Died, I think. I can't remember, but he's a music club leader, and there's an awesome story there too. Definitely check out Together, the series with Guy. He is so adorable to me. Pyong and Nai's relationship is also one of those really cute, innocent relationships. It really just starts, I feel like it starts with pure attraction. This is why. The first scene where, it's not the first scene where they meet, but it's a scene where Nai and Kongpop are getting ready to go home. Pyong pulls up and asks, if they're good to go home, do they need a ride? Kongpop is like, yeah, I got my bike. And he goes, okay, and looks at Nai and goes, do you need a ride? And Nai is like having this sly little smile, like he's looking at Kongpop like, yeah, I'm gonna go with him real quick. I loved it. And I'm gonna talk about a straight couple that is in SOTUS S. I know it's all about the BL, but I have to cover them. So it's P. Earth and Todd. P. Earth is played by Proud, is her name, and Todd is played by Ken. Todd is the nephew of the owner of the engineering the company they work at that creates appliances. And Pierre works in the procurement department. He falls in love with her instantly. What's awesome, though, is there's this scene where he's trying to profess his love, and then my favorite character, this person became my favorite character, Cherry, who's played by another actor named Gunn, who is also in Together, the series. So definitely check it out because I love him as well. So Cherry is walking past, and Todd is messing up his little thing to hit on P. Earth, and ends up getting Cherry a man. And I am here for it. Like he didn't even mean to be the wingman, but he was the wingman, and if I was still in my early 20s when this show came out, I would have looked at my friends and said, if y'all not doing this for me, we can't talk. Oh my God. Through him messing up his little flirtatious thing, he got P. Cherry a man. I'm here for it. Needless to say, I love SOTUS. I think right there, I just talked about so much in the show that I wasn't going to talk about. I love SOTUS. Real quick. So one of the reasons why I love this show so much, there's no cheating, there's no rape, there's no girl who seeks revenge because he chose a guy instead of me. I think we need more of that. More of the, I feel like a lot of the stories, BL stories, make women look horrible. I don't like the way they portray women, but the way they do it in SOTUS, the women are just women. That's it. And I love that. I also, like I said, love Artis and Khan's relationship because they're trying to maintain a relationship where everything has changed. The relationship started with them just being in college. In SOTUS S, Kong is still in college. He's now head hazer, all that stuff. Artis is in the workforce. This has changed the dynamic of their relationship. This has changed a lot in their relationship, and they're both there maintaining that relationship. And again, I'm here for it. One of the parts that I really, really loved was the part with the pen. Kong gave Artit a pen, and the pen stopped working. And watching Artit freak out that the pen isn't working, like, for him, you could see that the pen represented their relationship. The pen is broken. My relationship is broken. And he brought the pen to Kong to get it fixed, because Kong is that, person. Kong is the type of person who's going to be there for you. He's going to fix it. And oh God, I need to stop. Like, it's so amazing. And I haven't even talked about the Our Sky episode. I'm not going to cover the Our Sky episode, because after you watch those two, you're going to definitely watch the Our Sky episode. Or maybe I'll just talk about the Our Sky episode another time. But, Kong, you can tell he's a hopeless romantic. He wants to do so much for Artit and just show him like this, love, while Artit, he doesn't really do the whole pampering thing, but like I said, he does large, grand gestures, or he does little things that really show Kong how much he loves him. There was the rose, there was the gears, and then in the end, he announced to the world that, hey, this is the guy that I'm in love with, and that was amazing. So, how much do I rate this show that I love so much? It's a 9.5 out of 10. And the 0.5 points are only because I don't know where Watt is. And the other problems I had. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm trying to get to the point. I am sorry about how long this is, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other titles you'd like me to cover, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram at Time4BL. You can also send me a voice message at anchor.fm/Time4BL. You can check me out and listen to the episodes on Spotify and on our anchor.fm. You want to suggest any titles, you want to talk about an episode, anything like that, you just go ahead and let me know, and I am here for it. I am here for it, boys and girls. Okay, so this is your girl, JD Young. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you, and hopefully next time we can still make some time for BL. Love you, and have a good morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.